The Singapore Mass Rapid Transit, better known as MRT, Singapore's principal mode of railway transportation. With more than 140 stations across 6 MRT lines that span across the entire nation, which boasts over 3 million daily ridership. Efficient, cheap, smooth and clean. But there are times where crazy shit happens just like any other civilized place. You got your classic subway fights, your bickering and quarrels over seats, your what the hell am I witnessing kind of situations. Like when Remy from Ratatouille decided to start a Michelin restaurant in Singapore back in 2023. Today, I'm going to be talking about my personal icks, vexations, and pet peeves regarding people you might encounter while travelling on the MRT. In case you don't know what pet peeves mean, it is defined as something that especially annoys you. And as a person living in a first world country, one has to have first world problems. Well, I have more than one, like 7. Why 7? Because 7 is a beautiful number. There are 7 wonders of the world, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, as well as 7 types of video Jian Haodan will produce. There are 7 deadly sins of individuals I have personally categorized that I feel is common here in Singapore. Now picture this. It's 6 PM on a Wednesday evening. You just finished work and I headed home. Before you even approach the gantry, you are met with a long queue. What the heck is going on? Why is there a long queue? This is not a Taylor Swift or Coldplay concert. You tiptoe and peek at the front, just to see what's all the fuss about. Here you meet our first culprit. I call her Dora the Explorer. Just like Dora, they are on an epic adventure, exploring the depths of their bag, and we're all stuck waiting for them to finally find their map, or in this case, their wallet or phone. Like seriously, you got so much time to find your wallet or phone before reaching the gantry. But no, let's wait until we're right in front of the gantry to start the treasure hunt. My G, what are you doing before that? Staring at your memes or daydreaming? And by the time they did finish their self-scrape size bag just to find their wallet, you could have already beat Luffy in finding the One Piece and completed the entire iTaiwanese drama series. Pro tip, just use the Simply Go app and type in with your phone, instead of being Dora here searching for their orange EZ-Link card. After waiting for a century, you finally tap into the station and are now waiting to board the train. Here comes the second delinquent. I call this the running man. As soon as the door opens, this Olympic level sprinter cuts your queue and dashes into the cabin, disregarding those queuing at the side and people who want to exit from the train. My god, you are not E-Train from The Boys. What are you rushing in for? A seat? This one boarding train leh, not Sheng Siong Super Sale or got limited edition McDonald's merch. The train stops here for like another 30 seconds, whether you like it or not. You entering first doesn't change the fact that it's still gonna go after people alight or board. And why are you entering before people can get out? Because waiting an extra 5 seconds is clearly too much to ask for. I bet they like to bump and shoulder check people. That's why they rush in. Must be fun at parties, eh? So after Mr. Barry Allen has entered the cabin, you calmly waited for your turn to enter after people get off the train. As you are about to enter the train, you are greeted with a wall of titans. Huh? You swear to yourself you just saw a gazillion people left this specific cabin. Why is it crowded already? You look through the side windows and there is clearly more space to fit in. Why is there a Great Wall of China blocking the doors? This right here is the third hoodwinker. I call him Private Gandalf. Fella just stand there do nothing, holding the door, shouting, "You shall not pass!" There are people who seem to think that the train ends at the doors. I mean, I get it, you want to be the first one out before Running Man enters the chamber. But there's a whole world of space behind you. Go explore with Dora please. You got so much room back there, but no. Let's all stand here and create a human traffic jam. So here you go saying excuse me, as you enter the train, squeezing through the cracks like you're in a Maze Runner movie. Wow, finally, you exclaim to yourself after barely clutching it through the doors. As you are gasping for air after that fantastic performance in the NBA Finals, you are met with enemy number 4, DJ Tiam Chat. This uncle is just out here blasting noise pollution from his ancient phone at full volume for all of us to enjoy. How lovely. It's like they are trying to share their impeccable taste in music with the whole carriage. Music is still fine, until DJ over here decides to switch it up and open Facebook Live or TikTok Premium. Why the hell is this Jikope uncle watching auntie selling lingerie in public, full sending his audio to the crowd? Like, hello uncle, where is your AirPods? Earphone can buy from Shopee very cheap leh. Next day delivery some more. Need me to sponsor? Just as you think this is as worse as it gets with DJ Tamchat's performance. No, here comes his grand finale, his best concert yet. His fellow buddy DJ Wakali Kong decides to call him and now they're having a full-blown conversation on speakerphone. Walao, uncle, you cannot wait until you go home then FaceTime meh? The train already has announcement going on, and you keep going, 我听不到, 我听不到, 我听不, 我听不. Of course lah. As the two DJs are battling out on the speakerphone soundstage, you put on your AirPods to try and drown out the musical recital. You slowly move away from the main stage to the back of the cabin, only to be met by Mas Selamat. Mas Smell Dem Jalat. Willy Wacker number 5. Now, I get it, we live in a tropical climate. It's humid and hot. But some smells are just next level. We are not at Boon Lay. Don't have the Milo hot chocolate smell from the factories. This guy just sitting there like he just went outfield for 5 days and completed a 24-kilometer route march. How can one smell so bad? So putrid, so stinky.
Oh brother, this guy stinks!
And you're stuck there trying to hold your breath for another 20 stops. This is a true test of endurance. If you don't want to smell like this guy, use today's sponsor. I'm just joking, I don't have a sponsor. So here you are in a dilemma. Should you go back and experience the once-in-a-lifetime performance from DJ Diamchat, or stuck it out with Mas Smell Dem Jalat? Don't fret, because you are in luck. Mas Smell Dem Jalat decides to stand up and has left the chat. Wow, this is amazing. I should buy a Toto after this, you thought to yourself. As there is still a long journey ahead, you decide to sit down and enjoy a comfortable ride back home. A seat opens up, and as you are about to lay your cheeks on the seat, you see from the corner of your eyes a glistering reflection, a liquid mirror of sorts, but it was all too late. You have been graced by Poseidon's kiss, a gift from the previous seat user, Rascal number 6, Percy Jackson himself. Congratulations, you've just encountered a biosafe level 4 situation. Now, you have to decide if you want to stand for the rest of the trip with a stain on your pants, or just tug it out sitting in that biological hazard of a wet puddle. PSA to those watching, if you're sweaty and are on a train, please do not sit with your soggy little buns, unless you really need it. Heck, if you're sweaty, why didn't you change your sets of clothes before boarding? You are drippy in all the wrong ways, my fellow commuter. After all that, you decide to just YOLO and disregard the sussy liquid absorbed through your pants. Just a few more stops, and you will have reached your destination after a long day at work. You've met people from all walks of life in this journey back home, and believe that this is the end of your bizarre adventure. You close your eyes and suddenly, you feel as if there was an earthquake, a shaking of sorts, and a leg emerged hitting against your moist bottoms. Scallywag number 7. Melvin, this one my grandfather wrote gangster. A guy sits next to you with their legs crossed, like at home on a sofa, and a fake Gucci bag with groceries placed next to the seat beside him. Apparently, some people think that the whole row of seat belongs to them. They spread out like they're trying to claim territory. Because who doesn't love to play a game of real-life Tetris or Twister just to find a place to sit? And when they are confronted about it, to remove their belongings or just sit normally, they will look at you funny, like you just asked for their firstborn or bank account details. And that's it. This is the 7 pet peeves stereotyped into a persona in my head. Don't get me wrong, I love the MRT in Singapore. It's fast, almost always on time, and rarely breaks down. Compared to the MRTs across the world, Singapore ranks 4th. These are just my 2 cents on some hashtag relatable pet peeves I have encountered in Singapore. Leave a comment down below and share your WTF experiences you've encountered on the MRT. Leave a like if you vibe with my content, and subscribe for more tea.
You have come to the end of the
Layout kosong ping video.
Goodbye.